It's funny you should say that, actually, Salty. Because seeking professional help might be my solution too. I think today we take the car to Alkarion. Our time change Alkarion is the 29th, I think, whatever the final Sunday of March is. That's when we always do it. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I know it'll cost me, I know. Alkarion, Shrill, Dougie, Bear, Chaz, Auntie, Salty. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm getting desperate. Spent all yesterday trying to get the car started, and it just wouldn't fucking work. So I'm going to drag the bastard to Alkarion's and have him factory tune the engine. So then I know at least the valve timing and the distributor and probably the alignment, all of that are going to be tuned. Then I don't need to worry about not working out the time, although it's not going to help me in the future if I haven't worked it out myself. But we'll worry about the future in the future. I just want to get the car started. And we're going to do so by dragging it, probably with the tractor, to Alkarion. I'll bring you logs, Auntie, don't you worry. I actually do have some jobs to do and stuff. But I suppose we can do those while Alkarion's got the... got my beautiful little car. This Alkarion will pay you with sex. He's good for it. It's okay, I say. Another week and a half, yeah. Chaz, you're sex mad lately. Splash some water on your face, calm down. It's not the car, it's a car. Yeah, but for me, I've only got one car. I've got two cars, haven't I? That's true. Let's call it what it is. The Rivet. I don't like that. I never called the car in the first game the Satsuma. Spent half the game calling it the Jalopy and the other half calling it the car. I mean, technically, Dougie, if it can't drive around and get you from place to place, is it even a car? I just have trust issues. Last time I took a car to Alkarion, so one of the last times, I didn't return the rental car he gives you. I couldn't return the rental car because he wasn't open because it was the weekend. So I couldn't return the car and collect my own because he had it locked inside the garage. There was nothing I could do. And then it comes round on Monday and it's like, you've kept my rental car for too long. Took my car to the dump, smashed it up and scattered the parts around the map. I don't trust easily. I'm sure you can understand. However, yesterday we did discover that I might have cured problem. You see that? I can get it down to that point before it starts slowing down again. Isn't it? It took me, Auntie, about a month of scraping the entire map to try and find it. And all the parts for it. That was annoying, but funny. Yeah, funny for you lot. I'll teach you to keep it over the weekend. I didn't. I wanted to return it, but he wouldn't give me my car back, so I just drove around and... taking the car to pieces and leaving it in a dumpster across the land. So the problem I have is I can't get the bastard to start. As far as I can tell, it's not a wiring issue, but it's probably a wiring issue. The other issue it could be is valve timing, like camshaft and crankshaft pulley alignment and the distributor, which should be sorted by paying for a professional tune. Now, I think I can afford it on $5,000, but we do have some logs to deliver. The only problem is, taking the car to get professional help when it doesn't run is difficult. Therefore, we're going to have to drag the bastard. I do need more fuel, that's true. Your inability to return something on time is your problem. You didn't return my car! So I think what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to push it outside, probably with the handbrake off, and then we're going to line up the tractor. What time is it, in fact? It's 8:30 a.m. Alright, that means that if I can get to Alcarion's before 4 p.m, then we can actually do this, but I'm nervous. Alcarion said it sounds like an ish you, not an ish me. That's the kind of sassy bullshit he'd say as well. Oh, I really thought that the first time the car would reverse out of the garage would be under its own steam. I do need more fuel though, yeah. So, I think what we'll do is... I need to push it a bit further because I need to close the garage doors because I'm paying for heating in that garage and it's not going to heat itself. What I do need though before we leave is the jerry can, because we're going to go fill that up while we're there. You remember the customer I had years ago at a drive-through window wanted me to give them their stuff before they paid at a drive-through. Alcarion, that's not the situation we're currently living in. I said, I'll bring the car back and I'll collect my car. And you were like, Roger that. Don't do it before Monday. And then I came on Saturday to collect the car and you weren't fucking open. So my car was locked in. I could have brought it back, but what was I going to do? Walk home? You weren't giving my car on time. Bullshit. You wanted me to starve in the wilderness. Right, do I need to worry about anything? I am going to be dropping this off and driving home in the tractor, aren't I? So I don't need to worry about taking the helmet for the Ferndale or whatever the new car's called. And customers always think they're right. It took me ages to realise I actually had that the customer's always right phrase completely misunderstood. Do you know what, Auntie? I've got the firewood job for kitten and one for cats, but not one for you. I've already delivered you some. Okay, I should get going. The sun's up. We're not going to have an unlimited amount of sunlight for this. I've got beers in the back of... No, wait. I need to remember, once I drop this off at Alcarion's, to take the beers and the jerry can out of the boot. We need to eat more logs and faster. Tractor's a bit low on fuel, actually. Do you fancy joyriding in a muscle car? I could joyride in a muscle car. In fact, I think we should. Azar, good morning. I think most low-tier service sector managers have it wrong too, to the chagrin of service sector and service sector workers everywhere, yeah. For those that don't know, the customer's always right phrase doesn't mean that you should do everything the customer says. It means to receive their complaints as if they're true and not argue them immediately. Behave as if they're right in what they say. Even when they're not. Should have took Alcarion's car to his shop on Friday and had Sothan pick you up. He owes you a pickup. He does actually, but he'll never pay because he's too drunk and never weigh. What am I doing? Why did I pick the fucking trailer up? That's muscle memory. Yes, I am, Auntie. Yeah. Given this is a very, like, I hate to say this of this game, but given it's a really finely tuned driving game that aims to be as realistic as possible, the last thing you want is to be doing it on WASD. I thought, I mean, if a customer wants their steak well done for some godforsaken reason, you shouldn't override them because you don't know their taste better than them. I've never heard it like that before. I suppose that is true. You shouldn't put your own opinion on somebody else's preferences, though, right? Yeah, I mean, it basically means it's more trouble to challenge a customer than it is to just pretend that they are correct in everything they are saying. and not get their back up, right? Right, I don't know how sensible this is, or how successful it's going to be. And it might do more damage than... Oh, you know, it's going to really pain me that I can't ask him to fix the bodywork. But I need to really, really focus on what path I'm taking here, because if some bits fall off the car, then I'm going to need to know where they fell off, right? Okay. It is attached. I actually quite like the look of the car. I think this might be the first time I've looked at it and thought, you might be able to be turned into quite a good-looking vehicle in the future. Those red lamps always been on the back of the tractor. Which ones? Chaz? Oh, these? Yeah, no. We've now, in the tractor, got rear working lights, look. Pretty big upgrade, I'm sure you'll agree. Well, this is what Kitten suggested, Auntie. Game changer. Actually is in the dark. Now everybody shut up and dance. Right. I need to keep an eye on the mirrors to make sure the tractor's not doing stunts back there. Dark purple and blue. The only issue is the roof is a canvas like pseudo soft top thing, and it can't be changed from that brown colour. So we went through a few colours. Something fell off. No, it didn't. It just crashed into the back of the tractor. Just some good old boys, never meaning no harm. I think they could drive better than this, though. Poor thing. I did take the handbrake off, didn't I? Not just completely shredding my handbrake cable. It's a good thing. It is a good thing it's already dented. You can see why I've not spent the money to get it repaired already. Too bad there's no trailer able to hold a car in the game. I mean, there is. If you could finagle the trailer that's in the game already for the tractor, you could probably get the car in it. But it's dented enough. Should stay orange, it matches your colour. I mean, orange is a winner's colour, right? Does them numbers at the top of the screen mean nothing to everybody? Something else has fallen off, lovely. Maybe we should check if it's still attached by just looking at the shadows. Something else has fallen off. I don't think things are actually falling off, are they? It's just playing the falling off sound while the car rattles into the back of the tractor. You know what? As good as Finland FM is, as much of an upgrade as it's had, Tetris theme still outdoes it. Does it look alright? Yeah, it's looking about safe. Strain a little bit to that side, which is annoying because I don't have a mirror on that side. So then, good morning. Taking my dog for a walk, look. I've given up. Oh shit, I didn't realise I've scores up. I've given up. I'm taking it to Alcarion's to get factory tuned. Oh. I tell you what, this is a way to learn about valve timings. If I take it to Alcarion's to get it factory tuned, then I scroll down on one of the valves on the timing bolt. I can count how many down it is, or up I should say. No, count how many it goes down from tuned to base, and then I know when I'm tuning it in the future, I can go from base to that number to get exactly where factory tuning is for the valve tap. That's not bad. That's a way to learn it in-game. You don't have to tell me I'm a genius. I know it's implied, it's fine. Maybe I'll carry on. I'm just worried about towing. I don't know. Plus you have to rev the absolute arseholes off the tractor to get it to go across the lake like that. Trim, good afternoon. Hello Stubbler and hello chat, hope you're all having a good day, says Trim. Nice. I like this filter I've got. Whatever he actually said, I don't have to read it. Might have to pull over for a beer though. No, I don't need to pull over for a beer, do I? I can just stop at Southampton for a drink because somebody has cured their problem by accident. It's sunny here where I live and I'm in a good mood. Trim. Beautiful. Oh, something else has fallen off, lovely. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. He said he wants to kiss you where your wee comes out. What, in my second bathroom? Oh. I'm just going to pull off because we seem to have a problem on the road behind us. Thought Park. Something I'm gonna have to do. I like Thought Park being used in a pub sled. Right, we've survived one interaction with Cousin. We've survived one interaction with the train tracks. We've survived one interaction with Trim. Is it noon yet? I'd rather it was. Ah, it's 11 AM. We're going to get to Alcarion's comfortably. Until I find out it just does... Oh, piss ass. The one thing I didn't anticipate is snow. I mean, it's beautiful, honestly, but... Alright, this might be slightly better than the Tetris thing. I dance along with you, but I can't see. Cat's gonna have to do. At least with Cousins accounted for. Just drive like this is a perfectly acceptable amount of visibility. Oh, I forgot to turn the graphics down to see if it might improve the frame rate. Beauty is in a game like this, it's hard to tell when you've done that. This the junction? It feels snowier like this. Yeah, we're turning here. Car's still with us, barely. I thought the windows had all smashed then. I want to see you get there only to realise you've lost the car somewhere en route and try and spend an hour trying to find it. I was going to say be careful what you wish for, but the worst possible outcome is exactly what you're wishing for. This is the first time Siddles is going to see the car go by since he sold it to us as just a shell. Which honestly, it pretty much still is. With some frame rate destroying components in it. I haven't actually seen the car for a while, so... Oh, there she is, lovely. Okay. driving over that skinny bit's made me nervous. Okay, car's still there. Everybody wave to Siddles. Hello. I'm going to stop off at Southam's for a drink as well. For those that weren't here for it yesterday, I think I've fixed the problem. I've been pretty much drinking, oddly, drinking beer and doing the water trick for so long that I never actually just drank water by itself. Something else fell off the car. So watch this now. Car still alright? Yeah. I think we've worked out what the what fixing problem looks like. So if you look at my meter now, when I was in the depths of alcoholism at the start of the game, that would have taken about 5 minutes to get down. Like, it wouldn't have gone down fast with water like it used to in the first game. It would have taken incredibly slowly. So assume you have fast drinking and slow drinking when it comes to water. Previously, all I had was slow drinking. But now, watch this. We get fast drinking up to about 20%, and then it goes to slow drinking. I think my one beer at a time strategy has been slowly whittling down some hidden meter, and only yesterday when I accidentally drank without alcohol have I noticed that it was actually making a difference. And if it sits at that, I wonder if it goes all the way off whether it'll become thirst. Or Topless has updated something, one or the other. I should actually go to the apartment and check if the bottles have changed, shouldn't I? Because that was the theory, that the bottle amount on the floor of the apartment was a representation of your level of alcoholism. But we've got bigger fish to fry today, unfortunately. Okay, it's noon, he's going to be up for another 4 hours, and it's just down the way over the train lines, round Razor Swamp. It's more likely that Topless has updated something than anything we've done fixed it, but still, it's a nice thought. Yeah, loud noises, loud music. Still fine. I was worried that we wouldn't hear the train coming. Did the car make it? Beautiful. Look how smoothly the game's running now on the way from the... Actually, that's a good point. There goes the train. I suggested that the car itself was the problem, not the piles. But now I'm away from the house, I have the car with me, and the game's still running smooth. Something's going wrong. I want you to have a brilliant stream and get everything you plan on completed. Then you'll have an easier evening and be ready and more refreshed for the stream tomorrow. Thank you, Trim. It's a Chrome extension for those that don't know. It makes Trim bearable. Anti over here struggling with his Twitch Turbo ads. Stubbler's got big boobs. Thanks, Trim. Heaven forbid. Sorry, God knows what he actually said there. Genuinely, I think the snow looks better on lower graphics. Absolutely wonderful. trim. Just I've not got many polygons. Why have you put that there? This red thing wasn't there before. Maybe it's so that it's busier around here without all the other scrap stuff. Right, we have arrived at Alkerios. I might, because Cousin's not around, pull the tractor into here. Drop me Chewy. Look at the shadows. Look at the shadows on low graphics. Beautiful. Right, I need you to be disconnected, please. Someone point you to the microwave. Have you had a zinger? These shadows look like they're shining through some unclassical trellis. I just picked my chewy up off the floor. Would you all recoil in horror if I just rubbed it a bit and put it in my mouth? Okay, I thought I was alright on lower graphics, but these shadows... Oh, they're a bit better now. Slightly. Kind of waiting for a patch that might help it run a little bit better on my measly little 50-60 card. Past the 5-second rule. No such thing. Can I improve these fucking shadows? If I could just improve the shadows. No. Okay, we're having bad graphics for today. Lovely. So, that should be close enough. Now, let's go see the man. Hello. Are you well?
Terve, terve. Mikä oli pojalla mielessä?
You're not going to complain about the car?
Onks toi niinku auto vai onks toi niinku leikkikalu? Mä en oo ihan varma. Hei, eihän tää
Course you what?
Tämähän on mopo, eiks okki?
Okay. I need... Oh wow, even this is bad graphics. Why would you reduce the texture on this, of all things? Oh god. Not engine block repair. Engine adjustment to factory spec. 1290. Oh, there we go. Engine tuning. He called my chorus a moped. Poor that guy, I've not even got a moped anymore. Steel safety now, that must be a new rally thing. Do I go for engine tuning for £4,000 or engine adjustment factory spec or both? Why didn't it show the price? The economy's been rough. Alkerians had to go with the cheap provider for his printing. Yeah. I haven't got the money to do it both though, unfortunately, because you have to pay immediately. I don't need the engine repaired, nor do I need the brakes repaired. Can I afford that now? It's going to put me very low on funds, though. You can take the back glots if you need it back home. I've not paid. Yeah, I appreciate that, but I haven't paid, Alkerion. You used to pay the second you got it. Maybe it's changed. Wouldn't you be wasting money if something was just bad? Possibly. Maybe this is it then. Maybe I have to pay after now? Hang on. My summer car players, did you pay before the service was done or after the Alkerion's in the first game? You can answer that. Don't worry. You can answer that. Bad graphics in my winter car, I don't believe you. It looks wonderful. I thought before trim, yeah. Henry, so it was before in my summer car, so either I've messed something up. Right, we're taking his... Oh, I should have brought the helmet if I was going to take this thing. Henry, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't want to know how it works in this one. I just wanted to be reminded of how it worked before. Right then, well, I could take the tractor, but because I'll carry on... Is this cousin? Good. I think we might go and fill the jerry can up and stuff. In his car. Cousin's actually sticking on the road lately. I just wish I had the helmet though, because if this is anything like the Ferndale that came before it, look at that interior. Look at the fucking textures on it on low graphics. Everything's shit on low graphics, it turns out. Okay, we've got a lap belt instead. Wait, I've got electric windows. No, wait, you got electric windows? I've not driven this before, in case you're wondering, was it? Oh, it's automatic as well. Where's the fucking fun in that? Also, where's the ignition? Give me a second. Who uses rugs as seat protectors? Latin? It's like your grandmother's hall. All those carpets with the same pattern. It is a bit babushka, isn't it? Do I even have the keys? Fuck. Oh, there. Okay. It's got half a tank. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to kill myself in this thing. Oh, God. It's got green and orange dials. I'm not long for this world, everybody. I've got my beers. I've not got the helmet, though. Has it got electric windows? It has the... Fuck. Maybe he's changed it because it came across problems with cars after the customer had already paid, so he was losing money. Now he just gives quotes and charges you a lot more because he could blame your fat ass for denting the car more than you said it was. Possibly. I mean, it is a more sensible business strategy, right? Is this car warm? Yeah. Oh, my poor little car. Chop number 1 incoming. Careful, I hear someone died in this car. One like it, so then. This is called the backlots or something. Backlots. Right, so you have to hold the brake pedal down, put it in drive. Alright, I'm not going on the main road. Oh, I'm nervous. I've got beers, right? Look at the state of this thing. If it's anything like the Ferndale, you'll be doing donuts. Stubbler hurt his back lots. Alright, let's just relax. The Ferndale on controller was a joy. But I did die in the Ferndale once, and that was not joyful. Hey. Listen, we're going to have a sensible business working relationship, you and I. It'll be a fitting spot to have your first death. Martin Bridge. Oh yeah, just before getting the chorus running. If it will run. If that bitch shall care. See, I've paid for the engine tuning, right? So if he can get the engine tuned, then I know that it's not valve timing, it's not distributed spark timing, whatever it's called, it's not camshaft alignment or the crankshaft pulley or whatever. Mate, get out the road, I can't brake. Mate, I can't brake. I'm not going back to prison. Fucking idiots, honestly. So, next, we take the jerry can to PSK to get some fuel. I should have also brought the diesel can to get some fuel for the tractor. But such is life. I'm also, because I think I've fixed problem, or on the way to fixing problem, I think we'll go to the apartment. I want to really open this thing up, but I'm terrified of it. Maybe when we get in town, we'll floor it and see what it's capable of. Oh, shit, okay. Not got great ground clearance. Ooh, piss. He better not take this off my bill. Or add it onto my bill. Give me some chapstick. Should get some laps on the ice track with this thing. No, 'cause it's something this rear wheel drive. Then again, the Ferndale was not a rally car, but this might serve nicely as an ice racing car. Saying that, imagine the oversteer. But you want oversteer a little bit, don't you? On ice racing. Now, Kieran completely disassemble your car once because you didn't return his car. I did so then. He said bring the car back tomorrow. On a Friday. And he wasn't in on a Saturday or a Sunday. So he wouldn't give me my car back, but was furious that I didn't give him his car back, even though he wasn't in to receive it, and smashed the car up and threw it all over the map. And he's still in the chat right now, or he was just before, arguing that it was the sensible thing to do and it made perfect logical sense. And you see why I've got trust issues? Hey, the king's back. Honestly, the back lots, or however you say it, back lots. No, hang on. Wait, going past Auntie's house. It's weird calling a house Auntie's house in this, given that we had an uncle's house in the previous game. Wow, the pop in there. Given we had an uncle's house in the previous game. It is bare, yeah. What's the phrase? The burnt hand learns fastest or something? Something about birds in bushes. You know what? I quite like this car. I don't know what that green light is though. What's that green light? I'll say oil? It says something, but I can't see because the graphics are too low today. Fine. Calm down. Hang on, when I get into town I'm going to floor it. The burnt hand is a society of super intelligent individuals. Shattered hand. Why they're popping on the buildings on these graphic settings. By the way, for those that don't know about the graphic settings in my summer car, the current setting I have it on, the lowest, is called shitty. It goes from shitty to good to better to golden eye at the top. Right, you ready? Oh my god, we're fishtailing a bit. Christ, what's the handbrake like? Nil. I'm gonna die in this thing. I dare take it to the racetrack, mate. You can't make me. Right, first stop, I'm gonna check in at the apartment real quick. I wanna go see if the bottles have gone down, given my problems behaving a lot more different lately. I like this car, you know. I need a button on the controller to mark the horn. What's the word? To assign to the horn. The popping is wild. Is there a button dedicated to the horn? Because I do have one button free on the controller. What is it? Would it be vehicle controls? Horn on there anywhere that you can see? No. MISC setting? Player controls? Just got to do it manually, I suppose. Actually, I should put this in park, shouldn't I? Does neutral in an automatic stop it from rolling around? Does it lock the wheels? Or is neutral just no brakes attached, no anything? No, it's not in gear. Not in gear and no brakes attached, etc. No anything. Okay, so it does need to be in park if it's on anything that even resembles a... Oh, the beers! They are genuinely reduced. I swear there was more at one point. There's two. Two left there, yeah. Genuinely amazing. Oh yeah, the shitty graphics might have removed them. That's true. 6-4, that's true. Good afternoon. But watch my problem meter, everybody, now. Instead of the problem meter filling the whole thing, it now behaves like a thirst meter until the last 10%. But that's going down as well. They must have updated something. I refuse to believe that we accidentally got something correct, because I've still been drinking relatively. Cleaner finally came. True. Hey, I am happy with that. So, we've got one now. So, we've got so I was at 14 at one point, right? Sothan's not in, is he? No. Yeah, Sothan's... Yeah, he's been coming around and using them to siphon kill you out of the bucket without me noticing. Hey, that's good news. But I need to make some money now. Yeah, it's a draw distance. If I get right down on my hands and knees and stay really close, they'll pop back in. Right then, let's go get this fuel. I'm doing here. Is there an interior light in this? Oh, damn, it's red. Confusing thumbnail. We've still got 10 there. Right, into reverse. Into drive. I like this car. I imagine if you were trying to play it on binary WASD, it'd be a nightmare. Not on controller, it's kind of a dream if you behave with it. Wait, what are these extra gears then? Look. New automatic drivers. So you've got neutral, reverse, neutral, drive, S, L. What's S and L? I know L turns on your lap. Obviously park there. I'm just going to check the bills. S and L is Saturday Night Live. Okay. That's on Nickelodeon, right? Lets you manually shift. Really? Is that a thing in automatics? That's the thing, we're using it. S. So it's a high gear and a low gear. Oh, yeah, that's low. Okay. Interesting. Mine does let you shift. It's particularly odd because it's a variable transmission. It's a variable transmission. You learned so much. Holtz, Boltz, Tiptronic, or whatever the thing is called. Might need slightly more information than that, Cats. Not that I don't trust you. What, so just like... How can it not have... The gear wheel is more like a cone. It just shifts up and down the cone accordingly. Is that just more detailed gears or a lack of gears? Interesting. I don't really know a great deal about most of this stuff. I didn't really learn about what comes across my vision. Do I fill this up? Does Alkarion deserve us putting a bit of fuel in his car? I mean, I like it. Let's start... Yeah, we're going to fill this car up. Let's start with a proper working relationship in this game, because we've not seen eye to eye in the past, but that was a long time ago. And you may notice that when he came dead last in the ice racing, I didn't laugh at him, despite really wanting to. We're turning a corner. Is the fuel cap on this?
Ei saatana.
Is it like it was on the Ferndale? Yes, it is. Okay. Someone doesn't like driving cars. He prefers driving me crazy. Wikipedia page has a good gif of how it works. It's called Continuously Variable Transmission, CVT. Excuse me, everybody. I'm just pushing Alkirion's car closer to the button. How do you pronounce Bachglotz? It sounds German, but this looks very American. B-A-C-H, I think. G-L-O-T-Z. Bachglotz. I think you pronounce it Ferndale 2. Nobody say the stupid shit. Right. B-A-C-H-G-L-O-T-Z. Back as in not forward, and glotz that rhymes with slots. Backglotz. That's not an easy thing to say. Backglotz. Hello, can I have my fuel, please? I'm not here for the good of my health. Okay. I'm assuming this is... No, it's not going to be... Why did I say... No, I didn't pick, have I? I was assuming it was a diesel for some reason, but it's clearly not going to be, is it? Basically, instead of 2 gears with a belt between them, imagine that each one is 2 cones with the points facing inward. They can shift so it creates a longer or shorter cord, and that does everything automatically. Apparently it's a little better for fuel efficiency. I guess they'll tune it to a perfect gear for the RPM, right? So that it's like, instead of you being in charge of your own gears and maybe sitting in a lower gear and revving the bollocks off it and using too much fuel, it will be factory tuned to be perfect. Damn, this thing's thirsty. Fuck me, running. That was 200... Jesus. Is there a war on or something?
Satana!
What wars were going on around this time? 99. The Balkans had stopped around this time, right? Wasn't that? Didn't that? No, that kept going, didn't it? It started in 98. Spelled like it's written, I don't know what to say. I think it was the transition between... The transition between the 2 words that I was interested in. I suppose if it's just backlots. It seems a bit clunky of a word. I'd imagine, yeah, as you speed up the cone shift for a longer belt, effectively simulating shifting into a higher gear. I'm not getting benefits, by the way. It's fine, I've got a load of money in here, but... I don't know what that means. Right, what was I in here for? Oh. Well, have we got low poly pictures for the meals we have? Might as well eat while I'm in. It's a name referencing NASCAR racing driver Charlie Glotzbach. Oh. Famous for the Glotzbach conjecture, of course, yeah. The CH isn't a K sound, so it's back. No, wait. I'm just having some gravity issues. Backglotz. It's just fuel, isn't it? I need 100 marks worth of fuel, please. Nice machine. Nice robot. So impersonal, this. I don't like it. In my video games about the 90s and happier times, I want to go and speak to somebody. I want to go look them in the eye and say, thank you very much. But no, in this... Cold. Got some glots on your back. Trim was saying he spotted something like that earlier, but... Hey, now I can get a burger with a drink, and I don't have to worry about problem. That should be enough, shouldn't it? We're fine. Okay, now we've learned that the jerry can only takes like 120 marks worth of fuel, depending on the price of fuel at the time, of course. Right, somebody pick a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody pick a number between 1 and 5. No idea, Paula. It just turns out that suddenly problem is easier to fix. Paula, welcome to the stream as well. Says 5. Paula has got us a veggie burger. Look at the graphics. I've had to turn my graphics down to try and make the performance better, which it has, interestingly. Salty, hello. Martin, what are you staring at? What are you looking at? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, you can do cats. Shaggy Dan, hello.
Päivää! Maistuisiko tommonen vegeateria?
Vegetable burger, please, Shaggy Dan. Thank you. Appreciate it. Martin's wearing sunglasses. He's not looking at anything, you insensitive prick. So he's a pervert then. Actually, it does look. It does walk and talk like a blind man. Where's your? He was definitely looking straight at me then. Reprehensible animal. It's an Oldsmobile 98 Holiday Coupe. 60 for 1965. Then again, that's only 30 years old. Thank you, Shaggy Dan. I'm not drunk anymore, did you know? Yeah, thanks.
Satana.
Martin has the same sweater than in Fall Guys. As in Fall Guys. Yeah, he did have a sweater. I kept losing track. All you people that change your outfit in Fall Guys, you need to cut it out. Especially now when we have to have split lobbies. The fact you can name and you've got a name for my outfit, Cats, proves the point. Shaggy Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I might sleep at the apartment tonight. I suddenly really like the idea of the apartment now it's not. Now it's not got fucking bottles everywhere. Right, watch this. My hunger, once I've had these chips, goes down. Then when I have the burger, beautiful, goes down. And watch my problem now. This isn't even alcohol. Oh, we went down loads. I wonder if it's going to say thirst eventually. That's going down fast, by the way. I can actually play the game without worrying about going home and laying on the floor and pissing in a circle. Speaking of which, have they added the toilets yet? Who's left that scrap pile out there? Still no toilets? Oh, sorry ladies. What's the chances when this game gets an update that there's going to be somebody in here you can deal with? For whatever reason. There'll be somebody selling something, won't they? I don't know what. Well, if they're not going to provide me with a toilet, I'm just going to do this until they do. What could you buy in toilets in the 90s? I mean, they could add drugs of some description to this, right? I know when I say the word drugs, it sounds like I'm some 60-year-old trying to give a PSA from the church, but I mean, like, multiple things. Obviously, ecstasy big in the 90s, acid big in the 90s, heroin big in the, but not really, I don't think in rural Europe. If he's willing to put a story in this game about somebody taking their life to alcohol addiction, then I don't think topics like that are above it, right? No, wait, this isn't talk radio, is it? No. Yes, it is. Oh, let me put Doomhaus FM on for the drive home. Beautiful. This is the exact kind of car you need. Oh, your burger will be low quality now. How dare you, Bear? It looked beautiful. Well, let's go back to our apartment where I aren't ashamed of myself anymore. Lovely. Did I spend any money? I feel like I've got the same amount of money now than I did before. The rate problem's going down now. Maybe if I go to sleep at the apartment, it'll have gone down altogether. I should go to sleep at the apartment, right? 'Cause it'll skid time along. Maybe if we drive back to Alkyrion's tomorrow, we'll have already done the engine tuning. I so want to put my toe down on these corners, but I know I'm going to spin out and flick the car in a ball of fire. The music does fit a steamboat, yeah, I suppose. Again, very much like the Ferndale, if you keep the revs at about 10% of the throttle, kind of nice to drive. Ooh, this. Gwynblade, thank you for 93 months. Did you get an ad by any chance? Gwynblade, I appreciate the prime. Also, this thing, despite being a petrol, doesn't need a fucking block here. I'm a big fan of the back glops, like I was the Ferndale eventually. Don't feel like, 93, 9.3 years. It feels like infinitely more. Gwynblade, I appreciate this, so thank you for the pride. Everybody that wasn't here like 20 minutes ago, look at my new apartment. It turns out I was kind of right about the problem meter and the bottles on the floor being representative of each other. It's just so much nicer in here now. Oh, I'm a happy girl. Lovely. I could do the leaflets, but... no, basically, you know. I think leaflets is something I'll have to do when I start running low on money in the bank. Although now I don't have a job, it should probably be something I focus... okay, never mind. Bare good work on a 100 stream streak. I've not heard from anybody yet about losing their stream streak because of the day off I had on Monday. Surely somebody's done it. Should I save?
The latest in the cheeky news, not content with simply beating the game, he's now attempting to finish it backward. Good luck, cheeky.
Haista vittu.
Let's save. You almost lost yours, saved it with like 5 hours to spare. What, by watching a VOD? Yeah, I tried my damnedest to get the information out as much as possible on Friday when I realised that I had to actually go to this funeral, so... it was like the pinned message in the stream on Friday and I spammed it all over Discord and stuff, but it's difficult. When the invisible problem meter is at full 0, it will ride into the sunset with Suski and your offspring, and that's the credits. Yeah! Then we go play something else. Oh, it's so close, look. What, right. Imagine the problem bar, right, from the bottom of that bar to the top of that bar being from 1 to 100, right? That's 100. What if the problem bar behind the scenes has been all the way up to 1,200? And we've been slowly working it down by not being a massive alcoholic all this time, and it's been slowly whittled down to the point where in the last couple of streams we've gone below 100 and started to actually see the effect on the problem meter. And now it's about to finish altogether. Does that sound like a way to design alcoholism in this game? Because now it's on like 3 out of 100, right? It's very close. I had to watch the Sabbath stream on Monday. It's a bit strange that it lets you do it via VOD. It's like I'm not a fan of the whole streak thing in general. Like gamifying watching seems a bit of a strange thing to suggest, even though we do it with marbles, I suppose. But at least it is giving people that option and not ruining their chances, right? Also, what would happen if I accidentally pressed go live and didn't realise for like 60 seconds and then turned it off in the middle of the night? Imagine getting a stream streak on a Sunday service stream. The vicar wouldn't know where to look. I was once in church, actually, and a naked bloke ran straight through. Like, right down the middle of the aisles and out of the back door. Two of the old women that were sat behind me had a stroke, and the third one couldn't reach. Oh, when it starts cold, beautiful. Right. I suppose we just drive home, but is it... What time is it? Fucking 4 o'clock in the sodding morning.
Voi saatana!
Maybe we'll drive to Alcarion's and wait for it to open. What time is it? Yeah, might get there just in time for the midstream break. Where's the lights again? Can we make a... I want to make this car instead of the rivet. Maybe we get this car to the point where... get the rivet to the point where it drives like this car. God, it's a weird world where I like Alcarion's car more than my own. I suppose we've not driven our own yet. It might be everything this is and more. Right then. Do we brave the main road in this thing, or do we try and brave Cousin instead? Because I am not braking in this thing. Yeah, let's not risk Cousin. Let's go on the main road. Put Finland FM on as well. Voit Alivieskan UFO-kontaktit ry:n kokemuksia kaltaistesi kanssa. I like this car. Should save, shouldn't I, Alcarion's? Well, yeah, we'll maybe save when we get there. Assuming that I can then enter and warm up while the thing is warming up. But we're going to have to drop this thing back off and get the tractor, as much as it pains me. I'm enjoying driving this thing. What percentage chance, in terms of likelihood, is it that I will get there and Alcarion will have done the car after starting at 3 PM yesterday when he finished at 4? Maybe it takes more than a single day. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? That was the indicator sound. Listen. No car in the history of vehicles has ever indicated something sound like that. Right, you may think, Stubble, you're in a muscle car. Why are you taking it so slowly on the main road? I'm in a muscle car, if anybody was actually thinking that. Oh, I've got a clock on the dash. I stopped and got my watch out, there's a clock right there. Do you reckon the problem meter is going to turn to... I think it's actually genuinely going to turn to thirst. Oh, it's going to be amazing if so. Does that mean we technically worked out how it works? Oh, watch out for them chips in the road. Have we did we... Because, like, the speculation was that surely you just spend as much time without drinking as possible. And the more you drink, the more the problem gets worse, and the less you drink. Like, it's pretty basic logic. But what's making me think is I spent so long laid on the floor in the apartment and in the house, drinking and pissing, while I spent all of those weeks off alcohol entirely. And then it didn't feel like it was making any difference, so I gave up. If I have actually got the problem to the point where it's fixable, then maybe 75% of the journey was done during those weeks of laid on the floor and pissing, so it was actually incredibly valuable. And if I hadn't have given up and kept going, I'd have probably fixed the problem meter weeks ago. And the only reason I gave up doing it is because I thought it was boring for you people watching it. Therefore, my alcoholism is a direct consequence of you lot's actions, and you should be apologising. Lovely. Alright, that's me absolved. I've actually got to Alkyrion's a lot earlier than I thought. I might save and come back in. This thing drives so nicely. Everybody wave at Sothan. Hello. Does it brake though? Slightly slippy, but otherwise fine. So the way that I could tell whether he'd finished some work before, if it wasn't visually obvious, was that I would check to see if it... Problem gone. No need to attend AA meetings anymore. It still says problem, but I just got achievement saying problem gone. Hang on. Give me 1 second, dearest Doomhaus. I need to post proof of this in Discord. Oop, fuck. That shouldn't actually be showing on stream. I don't know why Steam overlay is showing on stream all of a sudden. Let me just... that. It's apparently not capturing third-party overlays, but it is. Fuck knows. I've cured the problem. Lovely. Right, what time is it? He's not open yet, is he? It's going to be open in 2 hours. Maybe we'll save, I think. As long as it'll let me get back in the old back blocks and warm up after. I've solved the problem. Biggest save of them all. I'm happy. So I don't know whether we did work that out or not. Schmitz, welcome to the stream. I know where we are. You know where we are? We're in Sobertown, Schmitz. I wonder if I come back in whether the problem meter will have turned to thirst. I think what we've been doing all the way through this playthrough is working down. There's been a number attached to problem. And we've been working that number down slowly as we go, and only in the last bit have we noticed its effect on the thingy bar. Here's the only question with that, though. This is why it makes me think there's an update involved, because the bottles didn't go down from 50. There were 15 and then there were 2. I don't know. It might just be update related. But either way, we fixed the problem. Get ready for Alkyrion to have increased his rates in 4 years for inflation. Yeah. There'll be some blockade in the Gulf that's stopping him getting his rockers through. And he's had to charge extortionate rates to cover it. Always be ready to get scammed by this this nice, proud member of the Finnish Mechanics Society. Well, I'm not going to be able to afford it, am I? Cheeky, I'm not going to be able to afford it.
What? Bye.
Bye. Cheeky's not watching this game for the sake of spoilers. Cheeky, look away. Cheeky, thank you for the bits. Welcome to the stream and goodbye. Don't raise your eyebrows at me. Oh, my windows are frozen. 7 AM, he's not open, is he? Oh, he is.
No mitä helvettiä?
No terve, terve. Mikä oli pojalla mielessä? Ei oo kyllä kulta, mikä täällä kiiltää. Kyllä se on ehkä optimismi ja haaveet, mitkä sulla niinku kiiltää, että toi auto ei ainakaan.
Will, I wonder, I get the price on here when it's time to pay? It's not ready yet, is it? Yeah, he's putting a little overtime. Alright. I think that's what's happening, right? What time is it? It's too early for the midstream break. I guess we'll fire up the tractor and get heading back, because we need to make some money to pay for this when it's eventually time. But I've not got a great deal of fuel in the tractor, have I? I'll take this back. No, this can stay in the car now, can't it? Because I'm not going to be using it until the car's ready. Don't need beers anymore. I wonder now I've only just cured... It says thirst. Look at the top left. Alcoholic no longer. Oh, I missed that. That feels better than you can imagine. Play it, you coward. What's a cheeky? I'm no longer a problem. No, I am a problem. I've no longer got an alcohol problem. Ooh, that feels good. I like that. Now, beers are in all the vehicles just to... just to stop me from dying if ever I get stuck somewhere, but the cold will get me in that instance now. I like that. I like that. Okay, fuel's at half. I do need to do some log jobs, but is it less than half? Shit. Should get some kind of Kielyu prize or something. Schmidt's good work on 65. Everybody just have a bit of a refresh for me. I'm curious of something. I've had a bit of a feeling that... Then again, I suppose I saw Cheeky's message come through in time. Maybe it's fine. Then again, a refresh is always good, especially ahead of marbles, as Alkirion learned once. Right, I'm going to try and limp to town. We're going to go put some fuel in the tractor, then we'll drive home. Get some logs chopped or something, wait for Alkirion. It's not our first business dealing with the man, but it's a nervous one. Now Sothan's going to make you drink again and reset the problem. Yeah, I was about to say actually, I wonder, because we've only just reset, fixed the problem meter, whether or not one beer now will bring it back again. That must be an update where he's changed it, right? What do you think? I don't think we can take terrible amounts of credit for that, unless it just happens to coincide with problem meter being gone. I don't know. Maybe when we get to town we'll have a check and see if all the bottles have gone completely. Actually, Bear, question. Genuine question, you can answer yes or no. Has your amount of bottles been fluctuating based on your drinking habits? Because for us it was full 14, then 2, and nothing in between. I was hoping after all, because that's one of the signals that kind of made me put me off a little bit, thinking that we was on the right track with the problem-solving strategy. Oh, it's nice to know that it suddenly feels so much more like My Summer Car. Is that Martin walking home? Oh, that guy. It feels so much more like My Summer Car again. His problem's not nagging at the back of my mind, and I don't have to order any parts from the classified magazine. Stuck at 13 bottles from Maybe then, if we go by my explanation or my sort of method of understanding this, if your problem meter is from 1 to 100 on the visible bar at the top, but it goes way above that, and it starts at like 2,000 or something. Maybe it only starts getting lower and lower. Oh, but now it suddenly went down to 10 with the update, so I guess he increased the sobering rate. Weird. Turns out, Auger, welcome to the stream, I have no fucking clue. I've just been behaving and not drinking a terrible amount, mostly drinking like 1 a day. And I don't know whether some updates changed it or what, but I could suddenly drink water to clear most of the problem bar, and it would stop at like 30%, then it would stop at 20%, then 10%, then 5%, and I got an achievement just now that said you cured your problem, and look, it says thirst at the top of the... I know you're proud of me, you don't have to say it. I understand. And all the bottles in the apartment, gone. Clean living. Summer living. And also, if I die now after only just clearing the problem meter, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get back on the pop in real life. You're about 259 out of 4,000 proud. Did you by chance roll to get to that? Oh, I could have a smoke as a sober man. Everything tastes better now I'm sober. Beautiful. Killing your cousin and going to prison tastes better when you're sober. Easy Green, good morning. Easy Green, look at the top left. Look what it says on the... Look at the yellow text at the very top. Actually solved it. My current theory is either an update has tweaked how it works, which is very possible, but the last update was like 4 or 5 days ago, and I didn't read the patch note, or we were very close. My current theory is that the problem meter at the top is from 1 to 100. That's like a range, we'll call it 1 to 100. And the less you drink, the lower the alcohol dependence goes, because we've been drinking, in the last few streams, drinking water to get the problem meter down to like 30%, and then it wouldn't go any further, you'd need alcohol, and then it was 20%, then 10%, etc, etc, right? I think it's, if that's a 1 to 100 scale, I think it starts at like 2,000. So over the course of the game, we've been slowly whittling it down, and either there's an update that's changed something, or we've only just hit the part where it starts affecting the bar. It's got a massive caffeine addiction now instead, yeah. I've also dropped the car off at Alcarion's. He's going to tune it for us. I might be explaining this a few times, everybody. If you're wondering if you heard it all before. I am kind of fat, actually. I think I'm like 95 kilos or something. Don't know what that is in stone. I've also turned the graphics down really low, everybody, to test something. So if it looks like things are popping in and behaving like shit, that's because they are. So 95 kilos. I mean, I started at 82, so I've put 13 kilos on. Whether it's fat or not, different story, but I have managed to put that on in 10 weeks, which is ghastly. I'm going to have a look. So it is... That's 15 stone, that ain't bad at all, is it? £210 for you US lot. Yeah, it's not too bad, but... So I'm not fat, but I have managed to put 15 kilos on since I started... No, 13 since I started the playthrough. A big bag of pebbles. Oh god, I don't have the midstream break, but you've got Augur and Jamie rattling around in the background. Look at that! Yes! Press 1 to drink kill you and make it all worse again. Could have the midstream break with those two, but I think we'll have it here. Look at the floor! Is it... Have the last two bottles gone now, then? I mean, I've still got them brown stains on the floor. I don't know what they're from. No bottles at all. Ah, lovely. Right. Press 1 for the radio, press 2 for the TV. 1 for the radio, 2 for the TV. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kiinni, hengitys rauhallisena ja täysin tietämättömänä siinä, että samaan aikaan muistosi ulkopuolella röngyää jokin, joka haluaa sisälle tahtomattasi, tietämättäsi ja pahat mielessä. Ei.
Gonna go grab a drink.
Raadumia enkä matkapuhelinten vaaratonta seteliä, vaan jotain paljon vaarallisempaa,
Don't worry, I'm not gonna die of a problem on the midstream break.
muukalaisia avaruuden. Tiesitkö, että suurin osa ei-toivotuista muukalaisten huoneistoihin tunkeutumisesta tapahtuu seinäpintojen lävitse osmoottisesti tunkeutumalla? Muukalaismolekyylit värähtelevät, etsivät heikkoa kohtaa ja alkavat osmoottisesti tunkeutua suoraan betonin, kipsilevyn ja tapetin läpi. Ilman ääntä, ilman lupaa ja ennen kaikkea ilman olet asiasta tietoinen. Mutta ei hätää, minulla on nyt ratkaisu tähän ongelmaan, josta ei puhuta uutisissa. ET-blokku. ET-blokku on täysin ainutlaatuinen, seinälle käsin levitettävä alumiinifoliopohjainen makropinnoite, joka muodostaa huoneistoisi näkymättömän, mutta äärimmäisen tehokkaan suojakerroksen ja estää muukalaismolekyylien osmoottisen ei-toivotun tunkeutumisen juuri silloin, kun olet herkimmesi. Tämä hämmästyttävän tehokas manuaalisesti levitettävä makropinnoite sopii kaikille seinäpinnoille, oli ne sitten tapitoitu, maalattu, lakattu tai jätetty paljalle pinnalle. Oli seinärakenne sitten puuta, kipsilevyä, lastulevyä, kiveä tai tiiltä. Asennat ET-blokun itse helposti mukana tulevalla manuaalisella applikaattorilla hallitusti ja pintaa vaurioittamatta ja samalla aktivoit sen jatkuvasti toimimaan sähköttömän ja täysin huomaamattoman suojausmekanismin, joka toimii koko yön joka yö ilman, että muukalaiset edes ymmärtävät, miksi eteneminen pysähtyi. Tilaa nyt ennen kuin seuraava yö alkaa. Kuvittele hetki, että makaat yhdellä sängyssesi silmät kiinni, hengitys rauhallisena ja täysin tietämättömänä siinä, että samaan aikaan muistosi ulkopuolella röngyää jokin, joka haluaa sisälle tahtomattasi, tietämättäsi ja pahat mielessä. Ei, en tarkoita raadonia enkä matkapuhelinten vaaratonta setelyä, vaan jotain paljon vaarallisempaa ja todellisempaa uhkaa, muukalaisia avaruudesta. Tiesitkö, että suurin osa ei-toivotuista muukalaisten huoneistoihin tunkeutumisesta tapahtuu seinäpintojen lävitse osmoottisesti tunkeutumalla? Muukalaismolekyylit värähtelevät, etsivät heikkoa kohtaa ja alkavat osmoottisesti tunkeutua suoraan betonin, kipsilevyn ja tapetin läpi. Ilman ääntä, ilman lupaa ja ennen kaikkea ilman, että olet asiasta tietoinen. Mutta ei hätää, minulla on nyt ratkaisu tähän ongelmaan, josta ei puhuta uutisissa. ET-blokku. ET-blokku on täysin ainutlaatuinen, seinälle käsin levitettävä alumiinifoliopohjainen makropinnoite, joka muodostaa huoneistoisi näkymättömän, mutta äärimmäisen tehokkaan suojakerroksen ja estää muukalaismolekyylien osmoottisen ei-toivotun tunkeutumisen juuri silloin, kun olet herkimmesi. Tämä hämmästyttävän tehokas manuaalisesti levitettävä makropinnoite sopii kaikille seinäpinnoille, oli ne sitten tapitoitu, maalattu, lakattu tai jätetty paljalle pinnalle. Oli seinärakenne sitten puuta, kipsilevyä, lastulevyä, kiveä tai tiiltä. Asennat ET-blokun itse helposti mukana tulevalla manuaalisella applikaattorilla hallitusti ja pintaa vaurioittamatta ja samalla aktivoit sen jatkuvasti toimimaan sähköttömän ja täysin huomaamattoman suojausmekanismin, joka toimii koko yön joka yö ilman, että muukalaiset edes ymmärtävät, miksi eteneminen pysähtyi. Tilaa nyt ennen kuin seuraava yö alkaa.
Did you in fact learn something? Doesn't feel like you did. Shaggy Dan, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, everybody. Just to get that off. Tried to time my arrival for after the mid-stream break, but leave it stubborn to be enjoying the game and forget. I went for it in a good, timely manner, thank you very much, Shaggy Dan. Right, first off, what's in this can? Second, fuck that. And third, Shaggy Dan, look at the top left. Look at the top word written in yellow. Look at it. Look at it. Azar says cloudy lemonade. Bear says fizzy orange. Right, I should get home, shouldn't we? Let's go. Let's take the tractor, get it fueled up, drive back. Schmidt says BL. Or boring lemonade. Alkerion says Diet Coke. We have the car at the moment at Alkerion's. The first time I dragged it with the tractor to Alkerion's. He is doing a full engine tune on it right now. So with a bit of luck, he might be able to work out what's wrong with it and why it isn't starting. At least we will be able to work out that it's tuned properly and that isn't the cause of it not running. Therefore, I have to get up to about $5,500 to be able to pay for it when it's done. Shaggy Dan says tropical. I could take some cash out, right? But I think we'll get some logs done and stuff. Because now you pay Alkerion after the work is completed instead of before. It's changed. Have you had a visit, Alkerion, from the Finnish business practice people? 6-4 says twisted fruit. Hey up. Look who it is. Look at him on his new kick sledge. Look, he doesn't come to work on his bike anymore. Can you see him entering work? He's opening early, isn't he? Cat says Pepsi Max Cherry. Is he going to turn the lights on? There he goes. Topless gun. What is this? You might need to fix topless. There's a problem you might need to fix. Alright. Got a nice reward and a pat on the back from him. Are you saying the entirety of Finland is as corrupt as you are, including the officials? Maybe just waiting to play pool, he just needs somebody to play it with him. What's the chances he has a pool mini-game put in this, like in Grand Theft Auto? His cat's here, by the way, waiting for his logs. Yes. Be through soon. Yeah, he's just prepping the pool table. He's just there wishing it still had balls, because he says, doesn't he, on the thing that the pool table's nearly decorative. Well, it looks like PSK isn't here, but it's just I've got the graphics on too low. We can dream. What side for the tractor? It is the right, right? Yes. Too far, too far. You're too good for it when you're close. What a beautiful morning at PSK. A true hillbilly entering PSK with style. Has there been an update overnight, by the way? The answer, I should say, is fizzy orange. Bear, good work. Like, this is a lot of achievements all coming through at once. I say a lot, I got 2. What are we going for? 300, right? And then it can just take whatever after the fact. It can give me back. If you're paying on card, why does it give you the option to choose how much fuel you want? If it... Then again, I guess it stops it. It's like a cap, isn't it? More than an actual amount. And then we want this one. And I'm not going to drive on the main road and go to fucking prison like I did last time. See, now, when I'm at PSK, I can afford to just buy something cheap to eat without it spiking my problem meter and then taking ages to get back down, where I have to either do the whole charade laying on the floor or drink enough beer to make it an issue. Yeah, it's been a long grind to get to where we are now. But it's starting to finally feel like we've got a car that's almost ready to run. It's currently getting some work done on it. Nothing needs ordering from the parts magazine. The problem's gone away. I suppose now I've got to start thinking about what I would do on a second playthrough should I die. I wonder if you tell by the police car at the PSK if they're monitoring traffic on the main road. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe if that's parked there, then like 2 hours later they'll be out on the main road. Are there any other police here? I mean, even the bus is driving straight today. Damn. It's like the first sunny day of the year, this. I'm going to turn into my spring car. Apart from Martin being here, it's otherwise a good day. Is there anything else changed? Can we do the lottery yet? I'm feeling so bright and joyous today that I would almost buy a lottery ticket. Can do the sports betting, but I don't know where to start with that. I'm feeling a little daunted. No crashing, Bear. Good effort. I guess we'll just have some... We'll have a P word, eh? What about that? And we'll have some milks. What do you think? Lundios. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean 71? Lundios, welcome to the stream and thank you for 71 months. Salty, good morning. I would like some milk and a P word, please. I'm having a cold one today, Salty. I'm celebrating. I'm no longer an alcoholic. Thoughts? Yeah? It does. Lundios, I appreciate 71 months and welcome to the stream. Look, good problem. I'm now a milkman. Not a milkman, but I'm a man that likes milk. If I was a milkman, I'd lose the milk float like I lost the taxi, because I can't be trusted to hold down a sodding job in this game, apparently. Ooh, just think. 2 weeks ago, in real life, instead of being out here in a beautiful afternoon sun, nothing but water flowing through my system, car almost ready to drive. This time 2 weeks ago, I was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to drive to Futufod and pack boxes until dark, and do that over and over and over and over again. Now here we are. How things have changed. I'm gonna die on the way home. I'm just saying this stuff to prep. So I've got like a feed in for the best stuff, you know what I mean? We've got 2 log jobs, dodgy shadows. I'm not saying what you want me to say, but it does feel it right now. Let's go chop some logs and be insufferable. Wait, there's such a thing as reverse jinxing. Alright, I'm going to need you heavily religious types to explain reverse jinxing. Mina, good after Mina, look. I've cured my alcoholism. I now just have thirst instead of problem. Now all I need is Alkarion not to ruin the car, and it's been a good day. If jinxing doesn't exist, then neither does reverse jinxing. Agreed. Easy Green's just lining up an explanation for us. Jinxing isn't religious stuff, you insensitive prick. How is it not? It's supernatural mysticism. It's living your life based on an improvable supernatural force. Jitten's got 99 problems, but a problem in one. Who's that? That's Eric walking to work, look. You can't die until at least after a thumbnail view of a fixed up car. Yeah. Yeah. I might try and get an angle of the car at Alkarion Schmitz, looking like it's fixed up, just to fool the shadow Doomhaus. This is the basic belief in the Church of Cerbertron. Now you need to tell Suski that a miracle's... Ooh, hey, that's true. Should I go and speak to... Yeah, let's put on the list. I need to go and speak to Suski and tell her that I'm no longer an alcoholic. That might genuinely be how I get an in. Religion is only a subset of supernatural mysticism, not the whole thing, you insensitive prick. Yeah, they're the same thing. They're both... do you know what I mean? If a footballer plays for Chelsea and one plays for Accrington Stanley, they're both footballers, even though they're not... You know what I mean? They're not part of the whatever fucking subsection they decide to call home. Oh, the difference between jinxing and religion is they've not found a way to monetize jinxing yet. Are we a cult? I think that's what we've been called before, right? I didn't hear quite clearly. Hang on. I'm going to have to tow the car home again, aren't I? That'll be alright. We'll think of something. I've got no mini bike anymore. I can't even take the boat over to Alkarion's. Monetizing jinxing is called gambling. Yeah, you're not allowed to say that. The secret police will be at your door. I'm so happy about the state of the playthrough at the moment. It looked dark at some point, but now I'm happy. Just listen to Polybridge music as we... Although the graphics are on low today, as you might be able to tell by the fact the mountains don't exist. And when I say mountains, I mean Sky Mountain style hill over there with the ski ramps on. I would never say that, Olga, because that is jinxed. I think it's going to snow as well shortly. The reason I don't want to say them words is not because of jinxing. The reason I don't want to say it is because it will be clipped. And people will be like, he said it and it happened. I don't want that for myself. I've got higher standards. And I know that that really handsome guy that makes the best ops is going to have to use that clip that somebody's excitedly made of me saying those words, knowing that it will... As if we can't deep... That's true, actually. Yeah, but if you're going to make a proper, like, AI deepfake... Saying deepfake in 2026 makes me feel like an old lady, like, that's misread the news. I don't know why. But if you was to do something like that of me with AI, you'd need to have, like, hours and hours of my speech patterns and stuff recorded to use as a base, and that doesn't exist. Doesn't want us to have nice things. Mina, everybody's been celebrating my failures on this channel for 10 years. Why would I suddenly turn around and wish these people the best? Will DLSS 5 improve the webcam graphic? You watch, it'll scan my face and try its best and it'll come out with like Gollum or something. Like, is this what he was trying to go for? You say that, but it's been proven by experts that in the year 2000 somebody said, yeah, well, there's not going to be a 9/11. Shit. But it is true. I completely removed it. DLSS 5 on. Ending up in the best of is our version of ending up in the tabloids. Yeah, it's the gossip section of the tabloid. We're never going to make the normal news. I'm so sorry for being insufferably positive on today's stream, by the way. It's just I'm not used to having good news in this game. It's rare. It's not like he's going to invade the rest of Europe. German voters circa 1932. What's the worst that could happen? I feel like deepfake is going to be with us for a while, or at least until we start calling him something else. Yeah, deepfake. But deepfake was never about AI, was it? Deepfake was a porn term, wasn't it, like 5-6 years ago, referring to the, like, I can't remember what program it had, proper face scanning, didn't it, so it could, face tracking, or scanning or whatever, on the image, so it could actually put somebody else's face over it, and it got to a point where it looked kind of recognisable. And then AI's come along and it's all got mixed in together. I said it wasn't a porn term, I shouldn't have said that. It was the technology used maliciously in porn. Mina, what would you do if Moobot responded to that? Coincidentally, French people in 1803 were saying the same thing. Hang on. I was about to say, you could probably get Moobot to do it, but that's the last thing I want in the... Jesus. It's easy to just pass by roles in Discord, but fucking hell.
Stubler, you
Yes.
can't call the channel the Doomhaus and dress up in black every day then act like rainbows and sunshine.
That's true. Got to be at least somewhat miserable. Is this a negative channel? Not that you was actually accusing us of being it. Is this a place of doom and gloom? Why did I turn the tractor off for? Balls. No song requests here. Night oop. Yeah, we've got this instead for the stream. Everybody loves it. Right, hang on a minute. I need to sort this out properly. You can't have a toot. Actually, we was in Alcarion's car earlier and that can toot and it sounds brilliant. In reference to what? Easy Green, sorry? But for some reason, the tractor and everything doesn't have one. Usually, Auntie, it means that I get to beat. I have to beat the horn in whatever game I'm playing. All right, here's a bit of Doomhaus trivia. First game to have exclamation mark toot. Not Mafia 2. I just explained it, Velasquez. Not the State of Decay. If Mina doesn't know, I don't know who will. Not GTA. Not GTA 3. Not GTA 4. What are we doing here? I don't think you're going to get this. As I say, the fact that Mina didn't get it means the rest of you are fucked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Not Jalopy. If only we had a helpful list of games played on a stream. It's not what you think. It's not Half-Life. So for those that don't know, exclamation mark 2, people would write it in the channel, and it became very useful in State of Decay, because whenever I beat the horn, it was not Goose Game, but that's a good guess. It's not a driving game, a game with driving in it, if there's your clue. Not Teardown, no, it was exclamation mark 2's been around since very, very early in the Doomhaus. Teardown was 2022. Not Trailmakers. It's not Stanley Parable. Again, the reason I brought it up because I thought it was big trivia that Mina might get. I might have to tell you because I don't think anybody's getting it. Exclamation mark 2, which is what people would write in the chat when they wanted me to beat the horn, which would put me in danger in like zombie games and stuff. Exclamation mark 2 came about from The Witcher, 3. Because there's a quest item you get that's a horn, and I think it's something to do with that whale, and you would blow it, and it would... was there something to do with summoning that whale? You remember, Mina? That's where Exclamation Mark 2 came from. Can't remember who suggested saying that. Machine operator, imagine doing this with an axe. We'll get achievements now, everybody. They've added them to the game. Holy shit, loud song. Just because you're too fucking... Actually, Olga wasn't there in his defence. Everybody wanted me to toot my horn. It's hence toot instead of honk. Because it would probably, thanks to American English, be honk instead of toot. Because even British people don't say toot for a horn. Do you actually remember the item, mate? Is that one of the ones I should have got? I don't know if you saw earlier when I pulled the tractor into PSK, it gave me the hillbilly achievement as well. Saying, like, enter PSK with style. Getting tired, actually. I should do this quickly. Oh, I'm excited to go pick the car up. I don't know if I'll get to do it today. It's 2-2. Is that what you say it in Hungarian? I was wondering where exactly did you go? It kind of read like you had to drive into the building or something. Yeah. Yeah, because it just says enter PSK with style, right? But I just pulled up to the pumps and it gave me it, yeah. I assume, like we were saying, once the achievements come in, you have to meet the threshold post-achievements being added, which for the beer crate one was easy, because it just counted the empties. Horn would be doomed. You're going to set Martin off if you behave like that, Auntie. What's that thing with that bloody... Is it Power Rangers or something? And people in costumes where one of the monster slides down the hill and it's Sons that Martin's quoting over and over and over again lately. Some Chris Band stream thing, I'm sure. So how many achievements is that now? What's achievements? Is it this one? No. That one? No. So I'm not going to look at any of the others, but I've got 5 out of 47 achievements so far. Three of which I got today. One for curing the problem for those that might just be arriving. Honk Martin's Eater. Auntie's just getting a tornado of ads lately. Has the ad I keep saying this when... Give me a second, let me just wait until those that watch ads on this place are back. I don't know if it's got worse lately. People seem to be talking about ads a lot more. Seconds. I don't want to use the E word that everybody talks about now when talking about services, but it does feel like they're pressing it a bit too far now with ads on this platform. Right, all of you that are back that watch ads, have ads got worse on the platform in the last month or so? Good. Yeah, I find the word enshittification, like, I don't know, it just feels... Do you know you get them words that people say, and they look at you like, did you like that? New word. New word just dropped. Enshittification, I know it's been around for like 10 years, but... It just irks me, that one, I don't know. But, that's what's happening, right? The act of pressing ads to a point where they're so bad that you have no choice but to pay for the service with your money instead of your eyes, instead of your data or whatever. Stupid Twitch. Paid $12. Thing is about, like, if you never buy a sub ever to Twitch, then Turbo doesn't seem very sensible. But if you sub to like 2 or 3 channels, it just seems silly, right? Not to just pay $12 a month or whatever and get Turbo. I don't get it. I love seeing or hearing a word online and then using it immediately in my own vocabulary with absolutely no self-awareness. Yeah. I always like it when you talk to somebody that uses a new piece of internet terminology and you've looked it up to see what it means, and then you speak to them about it and they've got no fucking idea. It's the only channel I sub to now, but on others I seem to get a lot more ads that last a couple of minutes. I've got it on the lowest setting at the moment that has... It's 90 seconds every 20 minutes or something. That's the lowest you can possibly get it. But for a long time people were fine with it, but suddenly, unless it's like changed on my end or something, suddenly people seem to be a lot more bothered by it, which I understand. You get an ad break but no ads. Well, that's alright, I suppose. You might be getting it might be uncomfortable. Why is my parents' bedroom light on? Did I leave that on, or are they home? Alcarion's in there, yeah, he's taking liberties. If there's one thing I hate, is people getting paid for their work. If I can still use an outlet to pay the provider with my data and ad revenue, I can sleep a lot better at night. Still use an outlet but pay my... What was that, Gwynblade, sorry? I get the sentiment, but I'm not quite sure what you meant in the second bit. The bed bugs have evolved. Dad's back and he's angry. But where's his Satsuma anyway? It's not my responsibility anymore, that Satsuma. Right, that's good. Who's getting these? Cats or... People seem to prefer giving Twitch something and the stream and nothing. But I've started actually noticing a lot more in Twitch Turbo rep, because they give you like the ad revenue. They actually pay per... It's a bit like ad revenue from Turbo. It is not bad. Like it's not like Twitch is taking it all and the streamer gets nothing. It's pretty good. Like, relative to ad revenue, at least. But, I don't know, I'm on a very tiny scale, obviously, but... It isn't actually... It's pretty good for the streamer as well. Watch this, everybody, by the way. I've cured thirst. Because you get an analytical breakdown of all of your... of where it's all coming from. Is that from Turbo subscribers? Because you have Turbo. It's from subscribers. Like when Fisty joins, for example, who's got Turbo. Is it you or Zara as well has got Turbo? Like, it goes up and down based on whether those two visit. But it'd be... I don't know. It's not... I don't think it's because I've got Turbo. You'd have to ask somebody else that's... Is anybody else that's streaming here? Has anybody noticed Twitch Turbo? The trouble is you have to have somebody in the channel with Turbo. Oh, Kieran's back waiting for the sex payment. mean, nobody's in. And I've put more weight on. Fuck. Kieran's under the bed. Right, what time is it? It's 5 PM. Trouble is, I've got nothing to do at home anymore. Like, I need to go drive to town, but I don't think I'm tired enough to sleep that much. But I want to go and get these logs dropped off. Let's not set an alarm and let's just sleep. Let's just enjoy some nice, guilt-free sleep. Lovely. House is haunted. Yeah, from what I can see, everybody, if you were considering getting turbo instead of subbing to multiple channels. So if you sub to 3 channels, I think sacking it off and getting turbo is better. And I'm saying this as somebody that sees what streamers get on the back end. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for everybody. But only if you sub to multiple channels. If not, then what's the point, right? Right. Somebody write a letter in chat. Either C or K. Just one of those two. C or K. Easy Green says K. Auger says K, meaning cats isn't getting the firewood and kitten is. Roger that. Lovely. Right, let's get on the road. I accidentally left the lights on last night, but that's fine. Well, that's tough shit, Auger. Easy Green got in before you. So you can stick your gibberish up your ass. Only problem is we're going to get to kitten way too early, because she won't be, or Towns in this instance won't be out until about 8 AM. That's a long time away. That's a quarter of a day away. I left the fucking garage light on. What we're going to do? Or we ignore the previous poll. Easy Green forgives us. We drop off logs at Cats, and while we're waiting for Cats to come out, we go and do some gambling with Scotty. I think option 2. Easy Green, I'm going to need your forgiveness. I've chosen Cats instead. Also, Kitten's not here, can't complain about it, right? In a world where people complain that Netflix is overpriced, I think it's always going to be a hard sell when it comes to subscription services. Yes! But you also have to factor in that it's not just a misunderstanding of value or ungrateful or any of that kind of stuff. There is all of that, and there is naivety to what you're getting when you pay or whatever, right? But there is also the obvious thing that I'm sure you're aware of, that money is tightening to the point where 12 quid for something you watch 2 hours of a month suddenly feels like it's not just that Netflix is overpriced, it's suddenly $15 a month. You get what I'm saying, right? You are forgiven. Good. Good. Got to get Kitten's forgiveness next, but she's not here to fill that. Yeah, for one Saga, Cats use the emote as its natural, its proper usage, its intended usage. If you could drive a car for free with ads, cars would look overpriced. Yes. That is true, that is true. There is also the thing with Netflix as well. If you was to say Netflix is overpriced, which is where I came to this conclusion as well. It's not overpriced objectively, because you're obviously getting X amount of minutes of things you can watch, right? But I used to keep Netflix up for when it was like £8 a month or £9 a month. I used to keep it up just in case I fancied watching something. I was happy to pay for that convenience, even if I didn't watch it very much. But since £9 now, that's a lot of money considering everything else has skyrocketed beyond it. Even if there is enough minutes of stuff to watch on Netflix, I can't justify spending it just to have it around. So I can objectively say, for my situation, Netflix is too expensive. All scales with how much you use and justify it, exactly. And then depending on people's tastes, it might be overpriced if there's nothing on there you want, right? £25p for a 6-pack of crisps is objectively good value, unless you don't like prawn cocktail, and then it's not good value. You know what I mean? I know you know all this, and I'm not trying to educate you or anything like that. You're aware of all this, I'm sure. But there's many reasons to say it, right? Other than there's not enough on it to justify it. I'm tempted by Paramount Plus, but not sure if it's £8 a month value. Yeah. I think there's also a lot of people that have, like, we have to acknowledge, have absolutely butchered their attention span to the point where it's just not sat down watching 9 hours of a TV series over 4 days. It's just not something they do anymore. Which, judge them as we will, they're still right if they're not going to use it. Pricing is shit. Has it gone up that much? I suppose you have to weigh up what you think is a fair price for an hour's entertainment. Especially if you can get an hour's entertainment for absolutely free on ad-driven platforms like TikTok and YouTube and stuff, right? Even if they're objectively lower quality. Sorry, what did you say? I wasn't paying attention. It's just precise. If you go too far, you'll end up saying a 3-hour film is better value than an 80-minute one, yeah. Normally about £75 with 48 minutes to spare. You can spend that time getting your laptop out, Sandra, and she can grind you some gold in dye and malt. We just have a chat. It's your average 400-hour Ubisoft checklist open world game versus The Last of Us, though, right? I don't mean the value itself, I mean the options. The difference between standard and premium is £3 and it'll give you like 6 extra things, but you only need 1 of them. It's weird though, you're right, it kind of leads you to thinking, oh, what if there's like a version of Netflix, but instead of paying a subscription, it had a big list of everything that they had available, and you just paid for what you want instead of all of it. And then we're back to fucking square one, eh? Maybe it would be in a shop instead of on the telly, and it would have a blue sign with yellow text. No option for that, so you can be driven into getting the most expensive option for just one thing. That's kind of the business model, isn't it? They try and have at least one thing for everybody so that everybody pays and then forgets they've paid and ends up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars deep for one thing they wanted to earn. Constant mid-level revenue stream beats spikes every time. What would spikes be in this case? some new tentpole release or acquisition or whatever you'd call it in Netflix too. When something drops on Netflix. That's what I hate about Sky. I just wanted sports. I don't want 8 million channels, different shit channels. Yeah. Can you really not just get Sky Sport? Is that my... That's my fucking living room light on over there. Can you not just get Sport on Sky? And Babe Station's on Freeview anyway. Come on, guys. That was a weird period, you know, where somewhat more innocent than what happens now. Now TV does it, but it costs a fortune, yeah. Luckily we have options now. Right? Not that I'd ever do that, of course. So the other day they said the average pricing at Villa Park was... not the average, sorry, the lowest pricing was like 70 quid or something. Monetisation of sport feels worse than anything the internet ever did. Very much so. I keep saying it over and over again, but it feels like the match-going fan now, because of just how expensive TV rights are and how valuable it is to the clubs. The match-going fan is about the lowest possible point on the totem pole. Just because they might have got more eyes on the TV. So what time do I need to go to Cats? I'm here just killing time until Cats steps out. Got about 4 hours. A good example of it is because for some reason they thought that Bournemouth versus Sunderland would be a good game to put on the TV. With like 3 weeks to spare, they moved the Bournemouth Sunderland game. They'd put it at 12 noon on a Sunday. No, Saturday. Which meant that them poor bastard Sunderland fans that were actually going to the game to create the atmosphere that they sell as a TV product, to make sure they could make the most money out of that fixture as possible. I mean, it was a dud fixture in the end, but to make as much money out of that fixture as possible, they made these fucking Sunderland fans get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they made it so late that they couldn't get a hotel for the night before. They had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to make like the 9-hour drive down to Bournemouth. It's about as north to south as you can get in this country for those. It's just, they don't give a fuck. Hey kids, do you like Mbappe? Well, here's 100 gambling ads for you. Yeah, every shirt sponsor's a gambling ad now. Hello, Scotty. Screaming always gets you. People think that's Grandma Chaz, but I'm not so sure. Hello, Trim. Right, I'm waiting for Cats to wake up, so we're going to do some gambling with Scotty in the meantime. If it's like us, it'll be 80% of home, and home end will be season tickets and paying... Sorry, if it's like us, then it will be 80% plus of home end will be season tickets and paying nowhere near that. Yeah. And they hate the season ticket audience as well, don't they? Because people like us that buy season tickets for these things, we just turn up. Might buy a coffee if you're lucky, and 10% will buy beers. But the people that haven't got season tickets, they'll turn up, pay fucking 80 quid for a seat, and then they'll go in the club shop and buy hundreds of fucking this and that. Then they'll go and buy all the stuff. They'll be foolish enough to buy food from inside the ground. Concessions out the... Hello, Scotty. Are you well? Sorry, I'm ranting about the modern state of my hobby. Scotty, I need to beat you about 15 fucking times to get the bet up to max. For those that don't know, this is like blackjack, but the face cards are worth 11, 12, and 13. You still got to get to 21, though. Just like the people that say, look at buying, they've got €15 tickets, ignoring that only about 10% of the stadium. That's only about 10% of the stadium with a waiting list halfway to Lisbon, where the rest of the ground is €60 and up. Exactly. Nothing changed.
And now you can drink without consequences.
Mine, can you see, look? Oh, it's beautiful. Martin, welcome to the stream. Right. Stand at 16? I need, what, a 5 or lower? I think I'm going to stand at 16. I'm standing at 16. It's £2 a pint at Wetherspoons, yeah. I don't know mine. I just behaved as normal. Fucking hell, I beat him. I've lost already. So what are we up to? Can anybody remember what the max bet was in my summer car? Should have stood at 3. What was the max bet? Was it like 4,500 or something like that? Roughly 4k. Alright, so we're building our way up. We get him up every time we beat him. For those that don't know. I mean, there was the car, that's true. The car and the house were above the max bet. Fucking hell, I keep... Welcome to the stream, First Dark.
Jumalauta!
For those just arriving, I have cured my problem. I'm now no longer an alcoholic, and it says thirst at the top. And we've got the car in. Alkirion's fixing it as we speak. Right. 6, 15. I need 6 or lower. I think I can afford to hit. If I get higher than 6, it was a stupid decision, and you can also double that was a stupid decision.
Voi saatana!
Stubble, that was a stupid fucking decision. It hasn't started, Martin. I dragged it round with the tractor. I'm getting Alkirion to give it a proper factory tune so I can learn what the factory tuning is like and then scale back from there. Hit that shit, says Augur, followed immediately by damn you're stupid. We're on low graphics day as well today, so you might notice Scottish shadows. A bit scary. I'll stand at 16. And I'm just waiting for 8 AM to go deliver some logs. He's beat me already.
Saatana!
Kieran is a damned robber, yeah he is. We've just flicked the NHK on, and Japan has a place with the same name as the shit truck. A town in Japan called Shit Truck. What does Gifu mean? It might actually mean something. I keep getting these miserable scores. I'm gonna hit just for the fun of it. Fuck me.
Jumalauta!
I need to get to 21. 11. Right, give me a 10. Give me a 9.
Vittu!
Scotty, I'm trying to relax. I much preferred this when you lived over by the lake, because we could have the nice gentle lapping of the lake. That was pleasant. I could park the car outside and I could have the radio on. That was also pleasant. And now we've got these fucking idiots on the piano spamming bullshit while you sit and... Sorry. Let's go again, shall we? Ooh, there we go. I am good at this, look, Satan. Watch. He's not going to get a 21 and beat me, because he'd have to get exactly 21. He's currently on 10. He's currently on 20. If he gets an ace now, I'm turning the stream off. Not standing at 9. It means, in Japanese, Gifu means father-in-law. Go on, give me a 10. Give me a 7. I'll stand at 20. He's currently on 11. He's on 16. Got him. Good. Okay, this is working. I'm going to bet up to 100. Chicks love pro card players. They're putty in my hands. 17. No, stand at 17. He's not going to get 18, 19, 20 or 21. He's on 10. He's on 16. He was on 16. No, you're alright, Martin. It's fine. You gave just about as much notice as everybody else does. He was enjoying the running Labubu's. The running of the Labubu sounds like some kind of cultural event in the middle of Madrid or something, right? Why are you blowing all your money or stealing from this? So, I don't know if you remember the first game, Dougie, but every time you win against him, he increases his maximum bet by 50. We got it all the way up to 4,500-ish last time. And then, once it got so high, he was willing to gamble his car and then his house. So I'm trying to get it up to the max bet to see whether he'll do something similar in this one. Okay, we beat him again. I'm also just waiting as well. I'm waiting till 8 AM. Yeah, it's always been like that, Azzy. He's just the latest in a long line of people to have trouble with the Epic launcher. Maybe give it a couple of starts whenever we're about to play in future. What am I on? 20, 19.
Vittujen vittu.
Dickbag. What time is it? 31. Okay, I'll have a couple more and then I'm going to have to set off and deliver these logs. Shame as well, because Alkarian will be about ready to pick up soon. Imagine if I go back and it starts. Give me an 8. I mean, give me a 9, ideally. 20 fucking 2. And also, thanks to this game, I've gone and got addicted to blackjack in Red Dead. Chicks love people who don't know math. They love your scientific calculator.
Ei saatana.
Did you know, Gwynblade, if you write a series of numbers on a calculator and turn it upside down, if you look at it, people lose faith in your future? Amazing trick. Scotty?
Haista vittu.
I just lost a lot of money to Scotty. I was quietly draining money while I was talking about other things. Piss. I want to go have a drink, though. Now I'm no longer an alcoholic. The running of the Labubu sounds like someone just decorated a bowl that got viciously mowed down by it while trying to run away. Then they sold it to some millennial with too much money. The sexiest of us are graphics calculators. Sorry for the noise. Right, let's nip to Marmrots. Actually, no, I'm going to nip home, I think. I want to go check the mailbox here. You take turns in Red Dead Blackjack. No, there's a dealer, and there's 3 of you, so you kind of take turns, but you're mostly just against the dealer. That's why you won Britain's top model. Right, to Marmrot. It's a corrupt dealer, yeah. Probably. Won't put it past that game. I think Southend said as much the other day. Also, the game does run smooth on, and I quote, shitty graphics preset. Suski's home. Not that she's going to speak to me. Actually, not mine, right? Let's go to the apartment. Genuine question, have the graphics being on shitty today instead of the high settings made the stream any more or less watchable? Because it runs a lot smoother, even though there's some slight texture issues. It's always unwatchable because of that guy in the bottom right corner. Right, let's check the mail. We'll have a drink. We'll have a smoke and stuff and we'll get set off. Electric bill, lovely. Not even noticeable for you, Dougie, no? I think the only time it was really noticeable was when I tried to buy something from Alkarion, and it turns out is the JPEG that they used in this game for his parts catalogue was barely readable because for some reason they'd scaled that down when they did the graphics. It's so thin. None of the others had even a basic calculator. They didn't stand a chance. Damn. For this very reason, it's like Genghis Khan. 78% of the children born in the last 20 years around Satan's location have his genes. He was a real trendsetter. Right, what are we on about? Yeah, watch now. Just water. No dipping into here for beers or anything. Just water. so happy. Another thing you may notice as well. Well, you wouldn't notice if I wasn't trapped in a pissing animation. Another thing you may notice... Apologies. My prostate's not what it was. Another thing you may notice is 0 bottles on the floor in the apartment. That was a good guess. Lovely. Right, don't need to eat just yet. Is Cat's home yet? Meant to check the watch. Right, it's gonna be out in an hour. That's fine. Let's go drop these logs off. Then will I have time to drive home? Probably not. I mean, that was the thought, Martin, yeah. Either way, we get smooth frame rates and no bottles. I'm yet to hear a downside. No, we're rolling. Right, cats are on the way. Almost certainly mine, yeah. I did my initial instinct, because there was a crate of beers next to me in Alcarion's the second the problem meter disappeared. I thought, I wonder if I drink one now whether it'll instantly return to problem. But yeah, I don't quite know whether I cured it by... whether I've just worked it down over the entirety of the last 150 hours, or whether it was some update. It could also have been an update. But it made it self-evident yesterday and disappeared altogether today. So there you go, everybody. A nice little quick fix for the problem meter. Just spend 150 hours barely drinking. You could probably sober up in real life faster than that. So we're going to go deliver some logs to Cats next. I might actually back into his drive and try and pretend like I can play the video game. Just forgive his house for not loading in just yet. It'll arrive in a second. Any second out? There it is. Okay, it's not here yet. We might have to play I Spy. Well, this is not going to work, is it? You know what, fuck this. Never mind. No need to look like they can play the game when you can just cheese it. Isn't that right, Martin? But we're not tipping yet. 25 minutes until Cats is gonna deign us with his presence. I might turn the tractor around, actually. For some reason, it feels against the spirit of the game to deliver these logs like this. Well, we've got time. How am I going to do this? First, in the low box, handbrake off. Immediately get stuck in a tree. Uh-oh. It's fine. Bear, I don't think you've got the... bus stuck all day. They might have fixed Bear's ineptitude. Which is a good thing if you think about it, because if I crashed on the main road and was desperate for some way to get home, usually on the main road the only way to get anywhere near rescued is to get the bus, but if the bus is just constantly crashed in this game, it's hardly reliable. I can't remember who it was who said it the other day, but the first death in this game is almost certainly going to be from me thinking me crashing or tipping something over on the main road and getting stuck without a vehicle. What's the chances I get the car put together, and while I'm celebrating and being very happy, it goes and breaks down on me, leaves me stranded in the woods and kills me? One second. There we go. Oh shit, hello cats, good morning. Nice to see you. So then throttle up. Engage rear hydraulics. Did you know you're paying straight into Alcarion's pocket for this, cats? And now, because we don't know what cats looks like in real life.
Nonni, siinähän sitä klapia ruppes olemaan. Hyvä homma. Ja tuosta rahkoa tappua. Ei muuta kuin lähellä.
I forgot I had that in the back of there. Should probably fill that up actually. Cat's absolute pleasure. It's a rum weather this morning. Yeah, because we don't know what Cats looks like in real life. Now, everybody, when you think of him, I want you to think of this. Beautiful. Do I still have the jerry can? I do. Cat's absolute pleasure. It's alright, Sid, don't worry. It's not contagious. Right, time is it? 43. Do I have got time to drive up? Do I have time to drive to Alcarion to check if the car's done? Let's do that. Right, speed run. Hopefully I won't be late for marbles. I'm going to drive to Alcarion's, we'll save there. I spy with my little eyes something beginning with S. Of course it's not snow. What's wrong with you people? It's not Studler. God, the tractor is garbage for fuel lately. It's not stupid, sexy surf then. He's abandoned us. Right, I'm going to drive to Alcarion to see if... Imagine the car starts now. Because I've got fuel there, haven't I? And it might. And then, given it's already banged up, I might actually tomorrow try and lift the car into the back of a trailer. Just despite Alcarion who was sassy about it earlier. Not sassy, but who was suggesting it earlier, I should say. Yeah, so for those just arriving, I took the car to Alcarion earlier. I'm getting him to give it a full engine tune. Besotham's wearing a tight red bodysuit while claiming it feels like he's not wearing anything at all. In real life? Has he still got his green and orange kurva hat on? I really like the idea that Sotham's like deep into some WoW arena match right now and he can't respond, he's just having to sit and tank this. Apologies everybody, it's been a lot of tractor noise today, but things might be picking up. Drive past Velasquez's house. I mean, Auntie's house. Shit! 10 minutes left and I finally made the mistake. Apparently you could keep the tractor running forever as it didn't shut down after running out of fuel. What, in your game, you mean? Oh yeah, Bear accidentally left my winter car on and somehow survived it. How did you not die of, like, hunger and stuff? Oh, it's already been fixed, I see. So you could have endless fuel in the tractor.
Snubbler's been found. Trapped under a Satsuma again. Won't give as much time and effort to save lives as it does innocently.
Okay, 9 minutes remaining. The race to Alkarions. Yeah, I appreciate how a lot of tractor noise in this is not the most watchable thing in the world, but sometimes it's got to be done, right? So it managed to pause the game when you went into sleep mode. Weird. It's bloody lucky then. If you're on a permadeath life, so you've got the 10-week achievement as well, right? How many is 10 weeks times 2? 200, right? So... no. It'd be 10 times 14, wouldn't it? Yeah. No. Yeah. 10 times 4, so 140 hours. Is 10 weeks. That does kind of track, doesn't it, with my playtime? I think I'm about 150-ish hours now. And we've still not heard the engine spring to life. Only in bits and bobs, Mina, yeah. I just went and did a few low bets to try and get him to increase his max bet to see what he's willing to offer when he gets really desperate. I did, however, drop some logs off at Cats, and I'm going back to Alkarions now to see if he's ruined my car. Sorry, to see how he's ruined my car. 7 minutes remaining. That's making me miss Sea of Thieves, this. Orgo was drunk last night in Fall Guys and started talking romantically about Sea of Thieves and shit. Do you know why I think I'm missing Sea of Thieves more than usual, Mina? Because last time we put WoW to one side, Sea of Thieves picked us up and it was right there to be our new obsession, right? And now we're kind of in a bit of a limbo between WoW projects. I miss Sea of Thieves. Got no alternative. We don't have it now, yeah. There was such a letdown. Can I actually get up this hill in the tractor? Come on, tractor, you got this. Gear 1, low box. It's not like I've got a great deal of weight in the back. The only alternative is to get a wooden ship and sail in real life. In this fucking weather. We'll all meet in the North Sea. What will I play if you roll a mage? You could be... We'll be the big mage boys. Like Trim promised he would be with me that time and then just quit leveling like he always fucking does. Triple mage and we'll just AoE down every dungeon that we come across. We'll do all up next week. Such an odd mood lately, can't motivate myself to play any other game or read anything off your book list. That seems like a bit of a common sentiment. weirdly. I saw somebody else saying earlier that they're just not in the... As he said, not in the mood to play anything lately. And I'm having to push myself to play Red Dead at the moment. Not that I don't love it, but I'm like in some active, I'm going to play more video games mood. Having to force myself on. And financially ruin yourself in yarn and finish Netflix. Right, I'm going to pull the tractor up here. 5-man mid. But that dungeon we did where it was me on a rogue, Sothan, Augur and Pat on mages, me in a healing and just no tank. And we just absolutely blasted. Ooh, I've got the private server feeling again. Right. Let's see if he's fixed it. Please. On today of all days, on my no problem day. I'll carry on. Is it time to check? It is. And I've got the money for it. He's done it.
Terve. Mikä oli
Cost
pojalla
breakdown.
mielessä?
I've got a 10% discount still.
Hei, kato, en mä korjaa mopoja.
Fuck off. Sorry.
YKK,
4,833. Pay now.
Mopo ensin, joo. Sori, ei
Do
mitään.
I have to pay? Pay. And then the... Oh, so you pay at the end now. I'll carry on. I'll pretend to like you, but I don't. I simply don't. Is that today's thumbnail? Scumbag. Stop planning on raiding England, Mina. Christ. It's been hundreds of years now. Just leave us alone. I mean, now this engine is fully tuned, there is a chance that what was stopping it from starting yesterday is a tuning issue. Again, getting it fully tuned is not a problem. But I think I might try and start the bastard. Imagine that, like, it's been a pretty good stream today. Imagine we get the dream ending and the fucking thing starts. Just fuel him up. When you think of any of the other stupid goals I've set myself, like all quest markers in Witcher, all Sea of Thieves, Fish, finishing Netflix, does sound very doable. At least you can do that in your sleep. False jump, jitting is a Jedi. Alright, that was as much fuel as we've got. Put you in the back, fuck off. Still all banged up, I wouldn't mind him paying for it. Right, it's unlikely this is going to start, and I'll probably just ruin the battery, but we're dragging it home anyway. Where the fuck is he? What's he done with my gear stick? That's proof that this needs a bolt that I haven't been putting on it.
Perkele!
I mean, he has got tools, we can do that tomorrow, but... Imagine it starts. Imagine the dream ending to the stream. Okay, the battery still works, ignore that noise. Choke out. Battery on. It has now been tuned, so the distributor's perfect, the alignments of the camshaft and the crankshaft, I think, are the two that need aligning, are perfect, and the valve timing is perfect. It probably won't start, but this is at least ticking off 3 things.
No voi helvetti!
Okay, that was Chaz Stop Dancing to my failures. Oh, and the battery's not dead until it stops making this noise, right? What am I doing? I'm sat here fucking pumping the throttle. Always have done civils, don't you worry about that. Siddle's gonna have to do. Now it's a dead battery. Piss. Right, we've got a backup battery at home. I just thought I'd give it a long test. There's the bulbs. What is happening? Right, Siddle's good afternoon. Thank you all for joining today. That is where I'm going to have to say goodbye, unfortunately. We're at Alcarion's. We have the car tuned, which means now I don't need to worry about the rockers or the valve timing. I don't need to worry about the distributor. I went Geordie then. I don't need to worry about the distributor. I don't need to worry about... Yeah, alright. Car, fuck off. Alcarion, fuck off. Actually, beautiful. Tractor, fuck off. You, however, I like. But that's going to be it. Thank you for joining. Welcome to all the new followers today. Thank you for the bits, the subs, the hosts, the raids, and everything as always. That's where I'm going to say goodbye. Let's go pick a winner in marbles, shall we? And we'll all live happily ever after. Right, should be right about 1 second while it's closing down. Then we'll play marbles, I promise. It's very quiet. If you're left forever, this channel will never close. Look at that, timed that perfectly. Right, that's going to do it. Thank you all. Let's pick a winner in marbles and get out of here, shall we? Do you think the social services will be around any time to pick us up? Right, knobheads. Yesterday, the Oranges won their 7th point in a row without once having the majority in marbles. And thanks to Anti getting his first point, the Oranges are on 38 to 37. This is AI stumbling now. Boys and girls, our cars are now in the same state. Boys and girls of the Doomhaus Discord, if you would like to take part in this, a single run of marbles on stream, you must of course be in the Discord, which is linked down below with the exclamation mark Discord command, and you will simply type the password. I will give you a marble, and if your marble wins, you get to be the person of the century of the day. The golden name in Discord, and a point for that total from one of the teams that you get randomly you all know the fucking If you're in the Discord and you'd like to take part in today's marbles, the password is Thirst. We'll see how things go today, though. Yeah, maybe the underdog will lose, Dougie, imagine. We've got Zat for the greens, Martin for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, 6-4 for the greens, Gwynblade for the greens, Cats for the greens, Schmitz for the oranges. How did Person of the Century Person of the Century of the Day was something I called somebody once because it sounded like a funny way to be like, oh, you're the best person in the channel, congratulations, you've done something good. And then I started calling everybody the Person of the Century of the Day. Then Augur started guessing how many times I was going to die in a game. Then Mina first suggested that the amount of times I die should be on screen, on a counter. Then Augur started guessing how many. Then we had a list of people's guesses. Then the person who got it right, it felt like they should be given something, so I gave them a gold name. And then I was like, well, we need a name for the gold name. So then the gold name got called Person of the Century of the Day, because that's the stupid shit that I'd been saying for ages. Again, everything in this place that's good or unique is accidental. 21 marbles enter the race. Tag Slack, welcome to the stream. Does anybody else mind right as well? How are we both? 21 marbles enter the race. First person to pick it up to 1 level, go. We have Azar, Martin, Siddle, 6-4, Gwynblade, Katz, Schmitz, Dougie, Polar, Alkerion, Mina, Easy Green, Mindrite, Satan, Azzy, Lundios, Tagslack, Bear, Auger, Chaz, and Shaggy Dan. 9 oranges and 11 greens. 6-4 says 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 presses. House of Pain. 21 marbles enter. Best of luck in Eurovision qualification. Good luck to those looking for their first points. You need to get above the Eurovision line in Discord if you'd like a place in Eurovision. And you need to stay above it until the very last day before the competition begins. Those who have... If it's in between the people that have 1 point, those who've got 1 point first get priority over those that got it last. If that makes sense. Usual rules. Right, Schmitz is the record holder. 1 minute and 6 seconds is the record. The level is House of Pain. Good luck, oranges. Greens could tie the scores here. Oranges with 2 less marbles could potentially go 2 points clear for the first time this year. I think the green record have multiple times gone 6 points clear, I think. Oranges have only been 1 point clear at their best so far. And this is looking very, very green. Easy Green and Martin through now. Dougie in third. Can we get an orange following them? We can't. Currently, the front 7 are all green, but they're all hitting spinners and trouble at the same time. Schmitz looks like the most advanced orange, but Polar gets the overtake on Martin. Auger's here as well, looking for his, Auger's 6th point of the year? Polar gets the drop. Any oranges anywhere near. Here comes Siddles, potentially could do something. Polar gets stuck down there. Siddles is arriving, but not very fast. Can we get the most unbelievable look and have Siddles have a better run through the spinner than anybody else? That's not a bad run, actually. Siddles now enters, what, 4th? 5th? Come on, Siddles. We enter the lawnmowers. Can Siddles get some better fortune? He enters 3rd. Polar's getting slapped around. Can Siddles get shot straight through? Siddles. Schmitz. Schmitz, Siddles is back. Siddles and Schmitz, we need Polar to have some terrible, terrible misfortune. Fuck. Polar first, Dougie second, and despite that start, I think we're going to have 2 oranges in 3rd and 4th. Shit. Polar then for the greens is your person of the century. There, how many is that for Polar? Polar now on 3. We'll take Anti's crown off. The greens get their first point in the last 8th and tie the scores right when it was needed. Where is Polar? Where is fucking Polar? There, bang.
Green Rain is back to combo looking muthafucker.
Martin, thank you for the green rain. Back to combo looking motherfucker. Right, yet again, the scores have been tied. 38 to 38. Polar's third. Second point, I should say. Second or third, I can't remember. Third, I think, might have qualified him for Eurovision. Good work. Right, I need to sneak off though, so I'm going to get out of here quick sharpish. If you are staying on the platform, look out for people that might be live right now. Hang on a minute, Twitch is loading a load of stuff I don't fucking care about. Nobody's live. But for me, I'm going to get out of here. That might be the first good feeling stream in a while. Car, now fully tuned. Not starting quite yet, but it is fueled and ready. Problem solved. Money creeping in. I'm happy. And we even managed to find a solution for it running like shit. It just has to look like shit so it doesn't run like shit. Thank you all for being here though. I appreciate the bits, the subs, the hosts, the raids, and everything as always. Mine, thank you very much for the green rain. Thank you all for the bits and subs and everything today. You're all very generous with your time and I love you very much. I'll see you all tomorrow. But for now, Schmitz, Easy Green, Martin, Mindray, 6-4, Shaggy Dan, Chaz, Auger, Bear, Tagslack, Lundios, Azzy, Satan, Mindray, Easy Green, Mina, Alkerion, Polar, Dougie, and everybody else that's on screen right now. That I probably should have read them all out because I just read through everybody who's signed up for fucking marbles. The final word for today is this. Teetotaled. Well, that's just quite good.